Hello, I'm Nigel Reflective, historically known as the Majic Mirra.
The Majic Mirra Immortality Kit is useful for many other things aside from its documentary making ability. You or someone else that you love can also use this kit as a getting to know you tool, a depression alleviator, a romantic walk aid, a bedtime in the dark activity, a pick your friend's mind activity, a save your marriage tool, a time capsule for future generations, a song lyric inspirational tool, a save your friendship tool, an actor sharpening tool, a party game, an accent sharpening activity, a future activities planner, an intelligence and humour sharpener, an anti-Alzheimer's safeguard, a boredom buster, a long-distance relationship aid, a future relationship planner, a self-analysis tool, a long-distance travelling activity, a foreign language learning aid, and a confidence builder for you, your friends or your children. If you want any more details on any of these alternative kit uses, just type in Majic Mirra, that's MAJIC MIRRA on YouTube and click subscribe. Look at the other films available on that channel as well.
Have fun. Hello, I'm Nigel Reflective, historically known as the Majic Mirra. So you've been thinking about what to do with your biography, eh? Maybe you finished it, or maybe you haven't. Maybe you're looking for a good reason to finish it. Some of the questionnaires are quite long, I know. The first thing you need to do in order to answer this question is to consider what it is that you've done. What has it achieved? Put simply, you've captured a human spirit and frozen it in time. You've searched your soul more than you ever have in such a short amount of time. You found out new things about yourself and have remembered things that you probably thought you lost. You've resurfaced old feelings and defined things that you've never defined before because you've never been asked certain direct questions. You've learned new things about yourself and have probably profoundly changed yourself in the process. What's more, you now have the ability to let other people, family, friends, and even total strangers gain insight into you. All you have to do all this is give others access to your completed tape or disc. It all depends on you now what you do with it. After you've written your name, what it is, and the year that you made it on the disc, put it in a sealed case. If you want it to be totally safe, seal it up in sticky tape so that it can't be damaged. Then choose the biography's destiny. Here are some suggestions. Use it for a detailed self-analysis identifying the things that you like about yourself and what you don't like. Use it to watch when you're feeling down to improve your self-esteem. Make copies to give as presents to people. It's cheap and meaningful. Use it to run a compatibility analysis between you and someone else. That is, if you know someone else who's done the kit. Maybe you can have 2 DVD players playing beside each other. Use video editing software to edit it down to the most interesting things for a particular purpose. Hide it away somewhere where it will never be found, because it's your own private thing that no one else will ever see. You have a right to this. Maybe you can put it in a box and hide it somewhere in your house for you to forget and find in 10 years' time. Then you can watch it. You can put it on a shelf by itself and promise yourself that you'll update it every year for the rest of your life. Start a collection. Perhaps you could give it to your grandparents, parents, or a parental figure and tell them to watch it when they miss you. You could send a copy to a friend or friends that you haven't seen in a very long time. Someone you've been meaning to catch up with for years. You could give it to a partner or a potential partner to show them what an interesting person you are. You could give it to a trusted friend with instructions not to open it until you die. You could give it to a trusted family member or friend with instructions to play the selected clips at your funeral. They could be edited, you know. You could leave it to your children in case you die suddenly or unexpectedly. You could send it to someone from your distant past as a complete surprise to them. You could send a copy to your old school for them to put in their library archives. It may come in handy to them for some reason. You could send a copy to the leader of your country to remind them of how important your life is to put a stop to war. You could make a collection of bios from other family members and start a yearly family album. You could make a time capsule and bury it deep in your backyard and leave it there for over 1,000 years. If you want to do this, make sure you click on the chapter marked How to Make a Time Capsule That Will Last the Test of Time. It's on this disc. You could make a family time capsule to dig up in 25 years. You could make a time capsule and bury it in a far-off exotic location and draw a detailed adventure map on how to find it. Leave this map with a trusted friend in your will and send your friends on a last adventure with you after you die. You could send a copy to everyone you know and then watch them come out of the woodwork and ask you about it. Your social life will pick up, I promise you. You can leave it in your will that you want it buried with you or attached to your headstone, or even fixed onto the base of your ashes container if anyone wants to watch it. You could use it to improve communication between you and your kids if you've got them. You can use it to find out the things that you have and haven't done, and then you can make a checklist and actually do them. You can unlock hidden blockages in your mind. You can use it to improve your social skills when you're alone. I hope it never happens, but you could listen to this if you ever find yourself in a coma. You could even listen to it on your deathbed if you like. So, have you decided the destiny of your disc? Think it over. You never know what's going to happen tomorrow. See ya.